Hello everybody, Dr. Ara Bagdasarian from Soul Center Chiropractic. Today I wanted to talk to you about two postural exercises that could really improve your posture. And you could do it at your workplace, or you could do it at your home, or anywhere that's convenient for you. Now the thing is, a lot of times I have patients coming in and telling me that they're in front of a computer for like 6, 7, 8 hours, and it causes them to basically have their head forward and their slump and their shoulders come forward, their chest caved in, and then so they have that kind of looking appearance that appears like this. So the thing about that is anything that's further away from the center of your body is going to weigh more and more, and so that makes you feel a lot heavier. So for instance, like if you had a bowling ball and you're holding it way out here, you can hold it for a little bit, but if you're holding it way out there, it's going to be like within seconds you're going to be feeling tired and exhausted. So similarly, when your head comes forward, when your shoulders come forward, when your chest comes forward, and your body's kind of like in this slump position, you will actually feel heavier. So these are two exercises you could do to help strengthen your antagonistic muscles, which are the muscles that are on the opposite end of that, in order to really bring the musculature back, bring it a little more tone, and allow you to be in a better posture. So one of the ones I really love, because it's a compound movement, which means multiple muscle groups working together in one motion. I find it very functional. One of the first ones is this one right here. I'll be demonstrating in the front and side position. And so I'll break it down. First is the thumbs are going to be coming back like this. So as we're going up, is coming back out like that. So the other thing with this one is your head. You got to make sure that it's retracted, which means going back this way, as opposed to going up or going down. It's going back that way, right? So your head retracted, which will allow your chest to rise up and expand out. Your shoulders are coming back a little bit and down. So down, back, right? And now with the thumbs, you're coming up and back, and you should really start feeling and engage the various different muscle groups in your back that are going to be engaged. So 3 positions with this one, right? So this is 90. We want it a little bit above 90, like maybe at a 45 degrees above 90, and at 90, and then maybe about 20 degrees below 90. So all at once, it looks like this, above 90. You could do that several times. You should start really feeling at various different points, and just remember, thumbs coming back as far as you could take them, retracting, and then bring your arms back. And then we can do the same thing at the 90-degree level. You'll notice different muscle groups being activated. And then this a little bit lower, same thing, different muscle groups being activated. Now the one key point I don't want you to do with this is, whenever you're doing this, I don't want you to like bring your hips forward to counterbalance going back further, because that just defeats the purpose. We don't want that. So this is kind of engaged. One good way of doing that is maybe if you're up against the wall, flush, you can really feel the difference of the hips not being swayed back or forward or anything like that. It'll be engaged, and you could also feel the retraction of your head if you do it up against the wall. If you don't, there's just a little more mindfulness, a little brain-body connection with the musculature, neuromuscular connections. So on the side view, again, it's not this where your head's coming forward, but retracting, shoulders back. I'm not going to do it with this arm so you get to see what's happening here. And it's that. So that's a real good position. And again, just don't do this, because that's going to defeat the purpose. Second exercise, that will definitely activate the rotator cuff. Second exercise is, again, for the rotator cuffs, you're activating them a little differently. This is mainly teres minor and major, I believe. And this is where your elbow is flush up against the side of your body, your trunk. And one way to really know that this is happening is maybe put like some towels or some paper or whatever way down over here, and then you do the exercise like that with a resistance band, so there'll be a little counter pressure as you're pulling out. And so if the one pitfall that happens with this, if you actually go a little bit out, these guys drop, you're starting to engage your shoulders You don't need that. You don't need to activate your shoulders. You need to activate the teres minor and major, which are like the back end of your scapula. Scapula is your shoulder blade. So that's it. That's it. It's not a lot of range of motion. If you look at it, it's not a lot of range of motion here. You're not going to go way out here. If you do, you see what happens. You're not touching the side of your body anymore. So it's from here to here. That's it. It doesn't take a lot, but you got to do it with a resistance band. So those are two exercises right there that I found to be the most effective. One of them being, because it's such a compound exercise and there's so many things happening at the same time, I find it to be really, really powerful. And if you incorporate that, you will definitely notice improvements in your posture, and also you'll feel a lot more vibrant and energetic, because being in this position makes a person feel heavy, sluggish, and lacking enthusiasm or anything. You bring a person into a better alignment, a lot of energy is no longer needed to be utilized in just being in this position. Just like if you have a bowling ball, there's a lot of effort to put that, hold that bowling ball way up there. Not so much as if you're bringing it up close to your body. Same concept, same analogy. Hope this was helpful. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and also comment below. God bless.